Howdy, this is Robert with Texas Custom Kennels and Daily Woodworks. Our customer Adriana had a problem. She needed a large double dog kennel for her two large dogs in her home. But like many of us, she lives in an older home that doesn't have the new modern standard of 36-inch wide door. So our large double wouldn't fit through her doorway. Now, before we would have to custom make the kennel, shrink it down a little bit, and really detract from the room that the dogs have to move around to be comfortable. But recently, we invested in a Knockdown connector system from Festool. Now, you probably don't really care much about the tool so much as about what it does and why it. The reason why we bought it is it now enables us to do knockdown kennels and flat pack your kennel so that you can take it into your house piece by piece and assemble it on site. So you can get it into those tight spaces, those smaller doorways, so you can get the kennel you need for the dog you have, but still fit it in your house without sacrificing the comfort of your dog. So we now stack each part of the kennel as so, and we're going to walk you through how this large double dog kennel knockdown edition assembles so that if we ship it to you, you can assemble it yourself. And it's very easy to do. We use very high quality fasteners, and it's far easier than any other knockdown furniture you will ever do in your life. So we're going to get this guy on the ground because that's where you're going to assemble it, and we're going to walk you through step by step how this guy goes together. The way this works is there is a pin connector system that screws on to a fitting in a specialty hole that's already going to be milled and already going to be there. Now, if we ship this piece would be separate, but let me go ahead and show you out. We have a high quality HEB bag we put all the connectors and fittings in. This goes on with just a hex head screw and screws in, and it threads in to the fitting like so, and as you tighten this, it creates a wedge into the wood so it doesn't come off. Now, you don't over tighten this. It only needs to be a little over hand tight. So I'm going to thread it in, and then I'm going to make sure I get it lined up facing towards the inside. So that's good. And the kennel is marked with an F right over here. There's an F for front on the front side of the kennel. And every part is labeled. The way this piece comes is you have your connectors right here and your connectors on the bottom. They line up with these pins. The top piece already has the cleat for attaching the top, and we've marked F and R for front and right, and the other side has the same setup right there. So you align the pins and just drop it down. And as you can see, it's strong enough to hold it without any screws on yet. We're not going to put the screws in until we have it all pieced together. Moving over to the left side, same thing, front and left. We're just going to align with the pins, and it drops on. And it holds under its own friction. This is 3. So step 3 is the front. And on this task, it is easiest to have a helper. All right. So as you can see right here, there's the connectors and the pins. Those will line up, and then on the sides you have the pins that line up with these connectors right here. And you just line it up, get the grass out of the way, and drop it down. Now you can see right here that that's not lined up. They build enough play into this so you can pull it out and line it up like so. Don't worry about getting all the pieces perfectly tight yet. Whenever you screw it down with the threaded insert, it will pull the entire unit together, and it's just as strong as our regular permanently assembled kennels. Same thing right here. Push it together, At this point, I think it's best to go ahead and put in a couple of the inserts, not super tight, but just to hold it together, so as you work on the back side, you're not fighting this front side wanting to fall away on you. Okay, so your threaded insert looks like this. It fits into a 2.5 millimeter hex head, and we're just going to start right here at the bottom. You can put it on there, and then you just start threading it in. And you don't have to go super tight, but watch this gap right here as I go ahead and cinch that down. See how it pulls that tight and you get a nice crisp joint right there? That's what you want, but for now, because we're assembling it, we're going to leave that just a little bit loose, but where it holds it so that we can finish assembling this kennel safely. So now that that's held together, we don't have to worry about it falling apart on us. Now we're going to get the back as step 4. And we're going to put the back on the exact same way we put this front part on.
See that pretty Harley back there? See that? Yeah.
All right, down towards the feet. The back is the same way. You have your pins right here. We're going to line those up, and you can lean it back towards you a little bit. It is a tight fit because we want it to be a tight fit. We don't want a lot of slop or play in this. So this part is a little tricky. So I'm not going to lie to you there. It's best to have 2 people, but my helper is holding the camera right now. This fits into here. And the reason we haven't put the screws in because this lifts up a little bit. And then as you fit it together, then you're going to put it down all the rest of the way. So now we have the body together, and now it's time to put in all of our screws. So there are a lot of these. So take your time and get them all in place. Thread them in. Now we're not trying to over torque these or anything like that. Whoopsie. So we're not trying to get this so tight that it breaks something, okay? We're just wanting to cinch it down. And the way this works is that connector pin is shaped like a wedge. So as you tighten this up, it pulls it tighter and tighter as you go. And so we're going to do our final cinch down on that right there. This is the musical montage part.
Yeah.
We have the kennel body assembled and everything nice and locked down. We put in our center divider. It does fit through the door, so after you get assembled, you can take it out that way. To permanently affix the middle divider, we use these silver square head screws. Any bit driver set you get is going to have a few square heads in it. It's already pre-drilled and pre-aligned. It's for top, rear, and front. And this will strengthen your kennel and help hold it together. So the last thing you have to do before attaching the top, so second to last, is screw in 2 of these silver screws into these pocket holes right here. What this does is pulls the kennel together at the top and then allows you to mount the top securely to the kennel, and that will finish your kennel and have it all nice and tight together. Now your kennel body is all put together, and now we just set on the top, and Devin's going to help me with that. Now, we do mark the front with an arrow, so we're going to walk around, and that's just to make sure that everything aligns and all your screw holes align just right. The top sits on like a cap. So we try to make it a snug fit so it holds on and helps hold the kennel together. All right, so the last thing you have to do, you do have to get inside your kennel, but they're super cozy. And you go right up to the top. There are pre-drilled screw holes to attach the top. Holds your top on nice and securely so nothing moves and everything stays how you want it. And now you have a beautiful Texas Custom Kennel in the space that you need it to fit. So to show you that our kennels are still nice and strong, even in our knockdown format, you can still pick them up, you can still move them around. They're still rock solid and pretty heavy. So we're gonna set it down now. Thank you for watching this video from Texas Custom Kennels. This is our Knockdown double dog kennel. It is a custom add-on, so it's not our standard kennels. Our standard kennels still come fully assembled and permanently assembled, ready to go. But if you need a Knockdown kennel because your space doesn't allow you to get the size kennel you need in the space that you have available or the doorways you have available, fill out our custom kennel form on our website, texascustomkennels.com, and we can build almost any kennel in a knockdown format. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see you next time.